The wheel turns again. Blessed Lugnasa / Lammas, for whatever you call it. The August 1st. Actually, it's the last summer Sabbath plus also the first early harvest Sabbath, because in about August, that's when you start getting the early harvest. So today, this Sabbath's Seasons of the Witch Lugnasa cards are going to be, I'm going to use the vegetable garden spread, because everyone needs to check into with their garden, see what's growing well, see what's not, make adjustments, and all that. A vegetable garden is like life. So I am going to shuffle my very lovely sunflower Seasons of the Witch Lugnasa cards. Just perfect for Lugnasa. My husband will tell me when to stop for the general reading. The vegetable garden spread is a 4-card spread. First card is what's working well. Second card is what adjustments need to be made. Third card is, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having allergy issues. Third card is what's not working for you, why you're not getting to success. And the fourth card is what's distracting you from getting to success. Like I said, life is like a garden. You got to check and make sure everything you do has specific items that needs to be considered when you go to take an action, communicate, whatever. So, first of all, what is working right for you? So, the first card that shows up, what's working, is called Welcoming the Harvest. So, what's working for you is that you've worked hard, and the harvest and growth of what you have worked hard for is coming to fruition. So you can celebrate the successes that you have got. Just because something has failed doesn't mean something else didn't. So celebrate the harvest of what is coming in well. Now, what adjustments need to be made? So the card that came up is Failed Harvest. What adjustments need to be made? Well, you've done some stuff the hard way, and now you got to learn some lessons about what your choices were the hard way. Why did you have to go the hard way, the longer route? There's always a better way. You don't always have to go for the how we say it, the quick and easy sometimes is not the best way. And sometimes the longer way is not the right way. So embrace the lessons that you have made, the mistakes you have made. Don't call them complete failures. Call them learning experience. Okay? So basically the adjustments you need to make is do the other way next time. And like if we're at a gardening example, you've put your celery in a shaded spot. Celery likes sun, and it also likes a lot of water. So if you put it in a shaded spot, it's not going to do very well. It needs sun and it needs a lot of water. But if you've put it in another place, and it didn't grow, well, then you learned it doesn't like that area. So, the problem that keeps coming up. The problem that keeps coming up to why you're not making success. Dried flowers is the card that came up. The end of the journey is not over with, and you are plucking your flowers too soon, shall we say. You're trying to pick your harvest too soon. Okay? That's the problem you're having. You're calling it quits too soon. You're saying things are done when it's not really truly at that spot yet. You've got to be more patient. Make sure the flowers are mature. Make sure the whatever you've planted is mature before you harvest it and decide to dry the flowers. Because immature flowers will not have the same potency as a properly dried mature flower, okay? So, what's distracting you from getting success? The card that came up is craftsmanship. Okay, what's distracting you is you're working on too many projects at the same time. You're not going to be able to show how well you can do one item when you're spreading your knowledge too thinly across multiple projects. Priority projects first, and then the other ones. I have that problem myself. And my husband is, yes, he's nodding along. Sometimes when I do a card spread, I got to admit, the cards are sometimes slapping me as well as everybody else. My cards are like that, and I'm not going to, what's the word, my dear husband? I'm not going to flower the truth. No one's going to learn from that if it's always love and light. Sometimes you need a little smackdown, and my cards are very good at that. My cards are very good at telling me bluntly what needs to happen. So, the theme of it is that it sounds like people are trying to do too much and quitting too soon and not letting things mature properly before they say, yay, success, when really you're only halfway done the job. So in order to welcome the harvest that you're expecting to, you need patience. Focus on the priorities first, then the non-priority ones, one at a time. The other problems are always going to be there, are still going to be there for you to tackle, one at a time. Focus your energy and your knowledge on one thing at a time. Eventually you'll get through the whole list of stuff that you got to do. Honest, you will. I promise you will get through all your stuff. Just, you're not going to do it well if you always take the quick and easy or do the long and really rough, bumpy thing when there's a better way to do stuff. You just got to look at each problem singly by themselves, get it done well, and then go on the next before you harvest a fully successful. Don't harvest unripe things. Okay, guys? So, yes, my cards are giving us a little bit of a sit down and pay attention moment. That's the nice way of saying it. But I think sometimes we all need that. Okay, so I hope you all have a safe and happy Sabbath. Enjoy the sun. Use sunscreen. No one needs to be a lobster person and get sunburned to the point of pain. So make sure you use your sunscreen, drink lots, but have some fun. And make sure you harvest a fully ripe garden. Blessed be everybody.